that provides basic functionality to transfer tokens as well as allow tokens to be approved. What is fungibility? Fungibility is the ability of a good or asset to be interchanged with other individual goods or assets of the same type. Fungibility is an essential property of token. If token is not fungible, each unit of token will carry a different value and the token will have lost its medium of exchange property. Divisibility is an important part of fungibility. Just as $5 one bill should carry the same purchasing power regardless of whether it is split into 1, 2 or 10. Let's get into the functions used in ERC20. The first one is total supply. The total supply function is used to derive the total token supply of a specific ERC20 token. This function returns the number of tokens as U in 256, which is the data type in Solidity. The second one is the balance of. Balance of is used to derive the token balance in Ethereum wallet. The balance of function takes the input parameter as address of the token owner and returns the value as U in 256. Transfer allows the user to transfer the ownership of a token to another. This function takes two parameters, which is the address to which the transfer has to be done and the number of tokens. This function returns a bool data type. This boolean represents whether the transfer has happened or not as true or false. The next one is the transfer from. Works similarly to transfer function with the added advantage of allowing contracts to transfer token on the user's behalf. Transfer from function takes three input parameters. First is from which the transfer has to be initiated. The second is to which the transfer has to be done. And the third is the number of tokens. This function also returns a boolean. Approve used to set a limit on the number of tokens a smart contract can withdraw. This function takes two parameters. The first one is the address of the spender and the second one is the tokens, how much approve has to be done for the spender. This function returns the boolean data type. Allowance grants external addresses the access and permit to spend the tokens from a certain balance. This allowance function takes two parameters, namely the address of the token owner and the address of the spender. On top of the compulsory functions, there are other optional functions that can improve the usability of an ERC20 token. But in currently in day-to-day programming logic, the six above functions are used primarily. The optional functions are the token name, ticker symbol and divisibility. Next, we get into events. Events are nothing but writing logs. Events acts as a means of verification and dispute redressal mechanism in blockchain. ERC20 defines two specifically defined events. First is approval. This event takes three parameters: the token owner who gives the approval and the spender address to whom the token owner is giving the approval and the number of tokens he is approving for the spender. And the next event is the transfer. Here it takes three parameters: the address of from which the transfer is getting initiated, the address to which the transfer is being done, and the number of tokens the transfer is performing. Here in this event, we are mentioning indexed. When you mention indexed in events, it will write the address as a topic in the logs rather than as a data in the log. So when you write a topic in the log, it will be easily verifiable and fast enough to get the information from the blockchain. These events will be invoked or emitted when a user is granted rights to withdraw tokens from an account and after the tokens are actually transferred.